Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 33 of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom, brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Alright, we finally move on to mission 11, I believe? I must say, it's a brilliant strategy. You've dragged my army quite the distance, haven't you? But it's all a bit pointless. Your chances of winning are less than 0.00009%. So you're saying there's a chance, eh? I'm gonna wipe that cool smile right off your face, Scott. You just wait. Huh. Well, okay then. Hit me with your best shot. Like a Pat Benatar cover. Oh, we're all the way over there. Okay, so basically we can just run out the clock and we will win. But I'd rather just take control of Giga and see it because, well, it's a lot more fun that way. Although, we can only take like 3 marshals. So that kind of sucks. So I better get everybody on the move. Wait, why am I having you guys move over there? No. Go over here to Jokan. You know, just back Kaiba up a little bit. That would be nice. How many forces does Scott have, anyway? Okay, well that's the same team he had before, when Yugi first ran into him. Alright, well these are pretty much the same teams we fought before on Yugi's side. We're just on a completely different map. I think I can move Bones over here to like try to take some territories. That would be a good idea. We are literally handicapped here. We can only take like 3 marshals. So, at least we're not going to be worrying about losing a lot of units because we're a strong force anyway. However, stranger things have happened, and I would like to avoid that if it's a negative strange thing. Positive strange things I'm all for. However, if it's negative, well obviously, I certainly don't want that. Now do we? I can send Bones to try to take out Scott right now, because I'm sure he's capable of doing that once he gets into that territory. And I got Pegasus as my defender. Needless to say, he's going to be extremely busy. Gamma the Magna Warrior still only has 3 action points? He's been on the party for a while. Oh well. I guess he's pretty much going to be the weak link. Okay, Gazelle, King of Mythical Beasts, has blue medicine. We just need to hit him once, and then we don't have to worry about it again. Unless he breaks out of confusion on his turn immediately. Which would be bad, because then he can just heal up. Alright, well, this is actually a very strong force that Scott has. I mean, they're all coming at us with everything they got. So this could be pretty bad. Especially when you have, like, a low amount of marshals. I mean, right now, I only got 2 in this base that they're going after. Even if I kept Bones in there, that's only 3. So these are very ragged numbers here, but we're going to try to make it work somehow. I think we should focus on Neck Hunter next, even though Flame Cerberus has slight more attack power. Flame Cerberus can only move twice. Alright, so it's been like a few days since I finally got to record this particular LP, and I'm very excited to get back into it. I haven't been doing any grinding, though, because I feel my team is capable enough. And that being said, I believe that if I just made them too strong, then, well, LP would get a little bit boring. I mean, they're strong enough as it is. Besides, once we finish this campaign, and I may consider going back to Kaiba's campaign off-camera just to get the monsters that I normally would miss when I did the class changes. And then the levels, like the minimum levels of the monsters I face, will be 61 instead of 31. So, if I was to grind, I'd certainly do it then, because the levels of the enemies are going to be a lot higher, which results in a bigger experience yield. Or I may ignore that and just do the 3rd campaign altogether. I mean, even if I did try to get all those monsters through Kaiba's side, I only had to do the campaign 1 more time. As opposed to Yugi when I had to do it 2 more times. Thank God that didn't miss. That would have sucked. It would have put Pegasus in a really bad position. Luckily, we avoided that issue altogether. But he's still gonna be pulling some heavy duty. Good, push those units out. Flame Cerberus actually has some pretty good movement speed. I mean, look at it! It's already getting there. Like, well ahead of the pack. As soon as Bones takes that base, he's moving in to take out Scott. I mean, that other base to the southwest, I don't know why I was actually pointing at it as if you guys could see me. Be damned. I don't know, I guess when I talk about certain things, I do like to use a lot of hand gestures, even though nobody's there to see them. And I don't really feel like doing a face cam for any of my Let's Play videos. I mean, most of you already know what I look like. If I did face cam, then it's going to get in the way of certain parts of the screen, and then I'd be taking attention away from the game itself. Even though I'm to be an entertainer, I should be the star of the show, I can let my voice do that. And I can let my gameplay do that. I don't need my chiseled good looks to do that. My chiseled good looks and receding hairline, despite being at the ripe age of 28 years old. Which, by the way, I've had this hairline probably in my early 20s, for crying out loud. I'm hoping it's genetic and nothing to do with stress, because I live an easy life. I mean, yeah, I work, and my job gets very, very busy. But that had nothing to do with me having a hairline. That's been there for years. When I had an even easier job. For a handful of years. Back then, I was actually making a lot more money. Those days are long gone. Now I make average amount of money. Well, not terrible amounts of money, but still. Kind of wish I was back to those days. When I could just, like, get new games with impunity. I would have had, like, Smash Bros. For the Wii U right about now. But instead, I was like, screw it, you know. I mean, Christmas is coming, and money's gonna be very tight. Well, it's not really tight for me. I just don't want to spend way too much. So I decided to get 2 amiibos instead. I got a Kirby and a Donkey Kong one. I mean, even though I don't have Smash, I mean, you can still use amiibos for like Mario Kart 8 and Hyrule Warriors. Especially Hyrule Warriors, you can, if you have up to 5 amiibos, you can get yourself 5 presents. Worst case scenario, you just get 1 rupee each of the 5 times. When I use my 3 amiibos, I had Kirby, Donkey Kong, and I had Link when I bought Alpha Sapphire. Let's see, I got a Triforce spinner, which I think is the level 2 spinner for Link. Got 1 rupee, unfortunately, and the other amiibo got me 10 rocks. I already have enough rocks as is that I can just call them Dwayne Johnson. Like, I can literally make a Dwayne Johnson out of those rocks that I got in Hyrule Warriors. More so now that the cap is higher, that you can just carry more materials. Even the ones you don't need. Like, do you really need, like, more than 99 old rags? I don't think so. Seems kind of crazy that it would be necessary. Oh yeah, Alpha took a real bad beating. So, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna let Kaiba take over. Okay. He can do really good against that dragon team for sure. Well, 3 of those dragons. The machines, however, might require a little bit more work. However, I think Kaiba's up for the job. Pegasus really did need a break after all. And he's likely not going to be breaking off a piece of Kit Kat bars anytime soon. Alright, so we should definitely focus on the Labyrinth tank here. I'm just going to use a Regeki to speed things up. I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to, like, get a supply route set up. Or a supply unit, so I can keep getting Regekis back. That would be kind of cheap. I think Kaiba can hold his own with his own merits. I mean, look at this team. It's already stacked as it is. Oh, if only I took out Labyrinth Tank. That would have made things a hell of a lot easier. I'm not worried about Launcher Spider either, because even though it can attack all of us, the party tech is weak. And our team's got a lot of HP. Like, everybody got Like, the minimum HP is 23, 26. I think we're going to be fine. I'll definitely be patching up just in case, because it looks like these attacks are centered around one unit, being Lackluster Soldier. Thankfully, he's not Lackluster Soldier, am I right, people? In fact, he has a lot of luster, and he's lacking none of it. Alright, so far so good. Aww, why didn't Lackluster Soldier get his turn? I call bullcrap. And Launcher Spider can die now. So this scrap heap with you. It waited, so I just saw that. Like, usually when the enemies are in that kind of angle, it's hard to see if they're waiting or guarding. I should really just rotate it. Like that, see? Wow, Moisture Creature kind of looks like the Starman from Earthbound. When you just look at the legs like that. How does he carry that jetpack? His legs are like toothpicks. Or rather like just raw femurs. Look at him. Somebody skipped leg day every day of his freaking life and put them all into his back. Look at it. And his arms are so short. Like, he's setting some impossible standards for people these days. Oh my god, he finally got an action point on his own merits rather than relying on Deal a Phantom. It's a glorious day. Throw out the parade, everyone. Moisture Creature got another action point by himself. This should be a national holiday. Government buildings should be closed everywhere. But instead, we just pretty much gotta fight. As usual. But I have no qualms with that. Can't really sterilize a machine, though. I mean, they don't mate. But I would imagine if machines could mate, Labyrinth Tank would definitely be the dominant one in that relationship. I mean, it's got a drill, for crying out loud. It's there for one purpose. And I suppose Slot Machine can probably get a lot of stuff done, too, with that giant arm of his. I won't divulge what. You're gonna have to use your own imagination. That was a bad crit that I have to eat there. And I normally, 2009 or 2010 me, would have divulged in extreme details, but I realized that, you know, that kind of humor can't really hold its own forever. Maybe if I was playing a more mature game, I would divulge, because there'd be a more mature audience. Like, if I was playing a game that was rated M for mature, and a parent was complaining, it's like, my 7-year-old kid learned about this watching your video of insert game here. I was like, why would you make them watch? It's rated M for mature. Of course there's gonna be mature language in a mature game. Like, if I was playing Kirby, I probably wouldn't say it. Well, back then I probably did. But if I was, say, playing a game that, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto, for example, even though you likely won't see me let's play a Grand Theft Auto game, I'm just using it as a hypothetical example because that game is known for swearing and, well, pretty much killing things to get all your money back, but still. The point is, like, if I'm playing a mature game, I am going to use mature language. Not too much, but it's very likely compared to a game like, I don't know, this. Where the mature language would be kept to, say, a minimum. That would make sense, right? Plus, I'm too lazy to set up disclaimers like, parental discretion is advised, whatever. You guys are just pretty much going to have to roll the dice, as far as I'm concerned. Or in this case, like a bowl of slots. Lackluster Soldier has taken way too many hits, even though that was a miss. Actually, all my party members have been taking some damage. I will admit, this is a very weird team setup for Kaiba. Like, a giant knight, an undead dragon, and an earthbound-like creature. Like, this is pretty much, like, I wouldn't say an all-star team. Maybe an all-star team of weirdos, but still. Yeah, I should definitely heal right now. Wait a minute. Oh, I thought they were actually just going to ignore me and head for the camp. For some reason, I was trying to shift over to the right, but it would just flick back. But it's fine now. It was just like that down on the map screen only. That makes no sense. But at the end of the day, I was trying to send Bones over to attack Scott. It looks like we're gonna have to wait. Plus, those units were a bit too close to the base, even though they were moving slow. Oh, Blackluster Soldier is going to be great for these types of enemies. Oh yeah, of course you would, guard. You ass! Oh my god, I almost one-shot a Cursed Dragon right there. Okay, we just took out one monster right away with 2 hits. That was quite impressive, if I say so myself. I might as well attack Kaiser Dragon, too, because even if Paradragon's Guard is not away, I might be able to one-shot that one with Blackluster Soldier after it does this amount of damage. Depending on what the defense is. Yeah, I might as well go after Kaiser Dragon next. Please do 1425 damage. Oh my god, that was way too close. Oh well, I tried. Tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it doesn't even matter. How does Kaiser Dragon digest, anyway? 'Cause, I mean, look at its body. Well, I guess if you understood snakes, it would make sense. But he just looks so slim! Paradragon probably has, like, average dragon size. Like, if you crossbred a dragon and a bird, yeah, that would kind of be sensical. Why am I talking biology with, like, dragons and birds? We all know birds don't exist. Now, can I send Bones to attack Scott right now? Well, Blackluster Soldier was at the magic number of levels for a moment. Now he's at 70. That's better. Well, I didn't bother to heal. So this might end up backfiring on me. But then again, I do have, like, healing items. So I'm not going to be in a terrible situation. I should still focus on Paradragon, though, because that has the most action points. So... oh yeah, Blackluster Soldier got an extra action point as well. Not that he's going to need all of them, but still. It's a nice luxury. Okay, please don't guard on the next turn. Okay, good, it decided to attack us. I noticed that all these dragons use fire attacks. You know, I haven't had, like, really good spicy food in a long time. Next time I go for wings, I should just go for the hottest kind. I mean, yeah, they make you feel a little unpleasant at times, especially if you need to go to the bathroom, like, within a day or two. But I mean, it's that rush of hot food. That was a bad miss. That rush of hot food that makes you want more and more. Plus, it keeps your memory sharp as well. Oh, why'd you have to guard? Well, it may not even matter. I can still kill you with one shot. Or get very, very close. You know, this wouldn't have happened if I was a level 69. Then again, I'd be worse, but still. But yeah, I mean, like, spicy food, like, back to that tangent. Like, if you have a lot of spicy food, I mean, you're sweating so much, and as a result, I mean, it's going to clear up your skin because you're sweating so much, it's coming out of your pores. You're going to be more mentally focused because all that spiciness is going to jumpstart your brain. Helps prevent Alzheimer's, so yeah, let Grandma have a spicy wing. Even though I might kill her. Now, I don't think it's actually going to kill her, but it'll make her feel a little unpleasant, for the most part. That being said, however, I think this is pretty much the last battle we'll need. Oh, I was going to try to send Pegasus over to the southwest base in Thormount. Oh well, not like that's going to happen. We also didn't even see what we can buy over at Van Lova, which is where Bones was to for a period of time. And I'm not talking about that investigator that he was on Fox. He's like, why didn't you send Booth over for this mission? They would have been a good team. We're not talking about that kind of Bones. Obviously. Oh yeah, speaking of Hyrule Warriors, that tangent I was on like minutes and minutes ago, I haven't even tried the Twilight maps yet. Like, you know, I got that new DLC that came out, like the Twilight Princess DLC. Yes, including Twilight Midna, which a lot of people were very excited about. And Postman Link, which some people were kinda excited about for all the wrong reasons. Especially now they got Link in these tiny shorts. Yeah, use your imagination there. I still need to try out that Dominion Rod for Zelda as well. Like, I only played like one mission on the adventure mode. Like, I was trying to get one of the second Skulltulas in one of those missions for Impa. Well, you get a heart piece or a heart container as Impa if you were to get an A rank, which I wasn't able to do. That took too much time. And I missed that second gold Skulltula because it was on the opposite side of the map that I was to. You know, the one where you need like 1200 KOs and you make sure you don't take 4 hearts or more of damage. Like, I had everything under control except for time and getting that gold Skulltula. Maybe next time that I'll try again. Maybe I'll use the Great Sword instead of the Naginata. And when I get to 1200 KOs, make sure there are still enemies on the northeast side. That'll probably be my strategy. But for now, I just want to make sure I get some stuff done. Because I find that the adventure maps in Hyrule Warriors kind of remind me of Dynasty Warriors 7's Conquest mode. Which I managed to complete some time ago. Except for the DLC missions, some of them are a pain in the ass. Like, for instance, I had to deal with one particular mission where Southsa was under attack by Pong Tong and his forces. And after going through so much trouble to stop them, Lu Xun's forces show up. So I had to deal with 2 armies, one after the other. And when you're really low on your special attacks or your Musu, and then dealing with so many officers, well, you die pretty quickly. Because in the DLC missions, the levels are much higher for your enemies. So yeah, enough about that. Let's just continue on here. I'm glad I'm not trying to run out the clock, even though that would be good for level grinding. But if I let the time run out, I win the mission. So this is a pretty bad mission for level grinding, obviously. I wonder if we'll actually get to fight Scott this time, because I remember when on Yugi's campaign, when he had a team just like this, he ran away. And they're loaded with healing items, too. So this could be a major annoyance if we do have to fight. Oh yeah, somebody did tell me that that voice actor was saying Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the Japanese voice actor for Kaiba. Come on! I'm right here! Let me show you once and for all that I am the law! Oh, we actually do have to fight Scott. Okay, that's interesting. We didn't get to do that as on Yugi's side. Alright, so 2 embodiments of Apophis and Mystical Beast Circuit. This could be a major pain in the ass, since... Whoa! Okay, no wait, that's my team. I was getting kind of worried there! I'm an idiot! Alright, so... First order. Get these 2 confused. That did not work, apparently. That's right, Reaper of the Cards is not at the right level yet. Well, get him paralyzed then! That works too! That's what the snake here is for. And King of Yamamakai is obviously there for damage. Speaking of which, we didn't do any on that attack. Or paralyze. Suppose I can just make them burn their turns and use up their items. Well, he's probably gonna heal anyway, so... Hope for a crit. There we go! That's what I was looking for. Just remember that Black Pendants are usually highly effective against spellcasters, but these are spirits, so mainly I got lucky. Black Pendant right now is only just there for damage. Which, by the way, I am very happy with at this juncture. We can take out this embodiment as well, then Circuit's pretty much gotta rely on its own resources. Which is, of course, no items. I think it has armor, though, so it'll take less damage on hits. It does have armor, right? No, it has no abilities. Probably needs to get at a much higher level. Did it guard on its last turn? I think it did, but now it doesn't even matter. That was a miss? It even looked like a miss, for crying out loud. Like it just whiffed Reaper of the Cards. Oh yeah. It's pretty much over before it began. Like, we got that lucky critical hit, that set the tone for the battle. That was just what we needed to turn that around, because if it got a chance to heal, we would have been put in a bad spot. And goodbye. Done. Alright, we send Scott packing. Okay, decent levels here, not too bad. Could be better, but we'll have more fights, I'm sure. Your units to the rear have been wiped out, Scott. You're all alone. Your ambition stopped right here. Ha ha ha! How about that? Kaiba here was just a decoy. Not bad, kids. Not bad at all. You're awfully calm for someone that's about to get beaten. You're the one that's all alone now. Ha 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 ha! You all fought wonderfully. To be honest, you exceeded my expectations. I underestimated you. Perhaps I should have handled things myself. It must have been too much for my stand-in. Stand-in? Why, yes. The Scott you've been dealing with is just a robot that I've been controlling remotely. I'm a very busy man, you know. But I should have taken the time to face you myself. I see that now. Oh well, there's always next time. Until we meet again. Have fun and play safe. Hehehehe. Static, disappear. He's gone. Well, the money ain't, which is good. Raid. So, you're going to go? There's nothing I can do to stop you? I used you, Yugi, so that I could defeat an enemy. That's all. The next time we meet, I may decide to attack you. So long, Yugi. If you make it out alive, we'll probably meet again. Working together, Kaiba and Yugi manage to elude the forces Scott sent after them. However, Kaiba does not want to join forces with Yugi and has decided to move on and strengthen his forces. Kaiba's exhausted army is having trouble facing this new enemy and rebuilding its ranks. Kaiba's forces learn that 2 very large supply units from Scott's army will be passing through Uruvi Canyon. Kaiba decides to attack these units and steal the bulk of Scott's supplies. Okay, we're back in Uruvi Canyon again, and this time we get to take 6 marshals. So we might as well take everybody, because we only have 6 marshals. In the grand scheme of things, well, Pegasus and Kaiba are mandatory. I almost said Yugi there. That would have been very awkward. Alright, so did I get any new abilities? No. Well, Stone Eyes I always had. And, well, I didn't really use these. So, I guess we'll stop the video right here, and in the next episode, we'll be taking on Raid. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.